What you are about to see is not real news. It is satire based on real news. The characters you're about to see are not real-life humans. They're frighteningly realistic puppets based on real-life humans. The views expressed in the show are not necessarily those of Top TV, its sponsors, its advertisers, or the nice lady that makes the coffee.
He has no management qualifications. He hasn't even got a matric, but he is President Jacob Zuma's friend. So he lands the number 2 job at the SABC.
So what? I know how to use the remote. Hey! Who's the son of a bitch who took the DSTV remote? Ha!
Molo Sani Bonani Taxe, how's it? I'm Tim Modise, this is ZANEWS. Let's get it on. Today in the studio, the leader of the Democratic Alliance, Helen Zille, and ANC Secretary General Gwede Mantashe, as we discuss jobs for pals.
No. In the Tripartite Alliance, we don't give jobs to pals. We prefer to refer to them as comrades.
Hello, Tim. Well, I guess there's really nothing more to say. He's pretty much said it all.
Don't rejoice too quickly, Mrs. Zille. We'll come back to you. But first, critics have slammed the Democratic Alliance student organization poster, which features a naked white man and a naked black woman embracing, as entrenching white supremacy. They say the DA would never have depicted a naked black man with a white woman.
In our future, you wouldn't give a shit.
The so-called Pentipreneurs who flocked to the ruling party's recent centenary in Bloemfontein looking for a good time and to meet women may have ended up with a lot more than they bargained for. Brooke Lexenpundu has this report.
Yes, Tim. The Free State Health Department is recalling more than 1 million condoms delivered to the ANC celebrations over concerns they may be substandard and porous. Tests have shown that they were leaking, Tim. They had holes in them.
1 million condoms? They gave out 1 million condoms? What kind of celebration did they have in mind?
Come one, come all, I guess.
And how many were used?
Evidently quite a few.
Obviously, they can't recall the used condoms.
No, Tim, that's like shutting the stable door after the horse has come. I mean, after the horse has bolted.
And the consequences?
Well, Tim, I have with me Miss Tandi Babangeni, who has just seen a doctor and may fill us in.
Hey, I've already been filled in with a bloody baby.
Well, congratulations. I'm sure you and the father are both very pleased.
Hey, Wena. Yes, and I just want to say hi to that piece of shit, Rubbish Bangare, who has not even sent me flowers or even phoned me.
Yes, that's enough.
And tell him that I know he's very busy doing all that important government work he was posting about.
Calm down, please, lady.
But I have his wallet here, the one with the pictures of his wife and kids, and I will be calling him later. Mutskont.
You are the only one, the only intellectual this country has ever seen.
In our future, you wouldn't give a shit.
ICASA, the broadcasting authority, has ruled against Top TV's proposed porn channels. Top TV's XXX plans were condemned by various organizations, including the Labour Federation, COSATU, whose bosses Zwelinzima Vavi said that such programs would further erode the revolutionary zeal and morality of the struggle. This is terrible, shocking. I have never seen anything like it. Nkosi yam, scandalous. What is, Mr. Vavi? That pornography and the sex industry should exploit women in such a callous fashion? Hyenas, vultures, lizards. How can these workers be exploited in such barbaric conditions? There is much erosion going on here. Where are the uniforms? Where is the protective clothing? Do they own the means of reproduction?
Oh, Gosia. Sorry, comrade, but have you had adequate on-the-job training for this industrial machinery? So, which one of you is coming first?
In our future, you wouldn't give a shit.
Back to our main item. Hlaudi Mutswening, a supporter of President Jacob Zuma, is tipped to be the chief operating officer of the SABC, despite the fact that he had lied about having a matric and has no real management experience. It really does seem, Mr. Mantashe, that he is being handed this 2 million rand a year job because of his political connections.
No. The SABC says he will get the job because he is the best man for the job.
Obviously.
Yes, anyone can do this job. You don't need a qualification.
He lied about having a matric when he first applied for a job with the SABC in Bloemfontein.
No. He's not lying anymore because we are well aware he hasn't got the qualifications.
He's useless, in other words. No.
Don't push words into my mouth, Mrs. Zille. Besides, your own party is about to embark upon a course of cadre deployment very soon.
What rubbish are you talking about now?
No. Your new leader in the parliament, Lindiwe, lightweight, Mazibuko, you made sure she got the top job when she was very clearly lacking the experience, did you not?
Oh, please, that's completely different.
No. Some leaders in your own party are calling you a dictator. Isn't that right?
No.
No.
No!
This is getting out of hand.
Oh, I give up!
Oh, you are retiring from politics. When? Now? We will miss you.
Very funny. Not. And look, if I ever do, I'll DM you.
Members of the Ukrainian women's rights group Femin staged a topless protest at the World Economic Forum at Davos, in which they displayed their breasts and posters accusing world leaders of being gangsters.
Look at that one. And that one. Her poster is in the way. It is like I was saying at the forum. We must all trade with one another. We must get abreast of all these things and get rid of the bottlenecks. Where is this Ukraine? We must trade with them as well.
Look at that, Tada. Parents who spank their children could soon be slapped with criminal charges.
Yes, and that's all they deserve if someone asks me.
But I mean, corporal punishment has been banned at school already. Going after the parents now, I mean, that's taking it a bit too far.
I don't think so, Arch. Spanking is the same as hitting a child. If you can't make a point with a child without hitting, then you don't deserve to be a parent.
You're not wrong, Dada, but still, sometimes it's not easy to stay calm, when the child has been naughty and very well knows it and taunts you and nags you and keeps on saying and doing the same things you told him not to. I mean, what do you do?
Well, you must be stronger and wiser and calmer and explain things without even raising your hand.
Well, this is all very well and beautiful, but what if the child still doesn't listen and starts calling you names, making fun of you, even make certain gestures like...
I think I actually know this child you are referring to.
So, what would you do with him if you were his father? The real or the political one?
First, I would tell myself what someone wise told me once. Every father should remember that one day his son will follow his example instead of his advice.
Yes, okay. And secondly?
Then it's the spanking. And to hell with it.
Hallelujah, Dada. No more suspended suspension business. Spank, sealed and delivered.
Labour leader Zwelinzima Vavi takes a swipe at his comrades in the tripartite alliance as he launches his Corruption Watch initiative. crocodiles, cannibals, sharks, pigs.
Where?
Let's cross to our current high-flying chief executive. A standby aircraft will continue to be used when President Jacob Zuma travels abroad. The South African Air Force will act responsibly by providing a plan B, especially for time-critical and very important missions, a spokesman said.
Hello, Mr. President. I've got your cocoa. Mr. President? Shit, we've lost him again. Yawana, he's not on this bloody plane. Can you please radio the other plane to tell the president I've got his cocoa ready?
Roger that. But, which one?
What do you mean, which one? How many bloody planes is this guy using?
President Barack Obama's State of the Union address has been attacked by New York's real estate mogul and TV presenter Donald Trump, who joins us now. Sir, what was the problem?
The problem? What? You want to get fired?
Not really, but it's me who asks questions here, Mr. Trump.
Well, let me tell you. He just wants to spend billions to make things easier for the poorer Americans.
So, what's bad about that?
It's anti-American, for a start, to help poor people. They gotta help themselves. That's what made this country great. That's what I did. I helped myself. And look where I am, the Donald.
I believe you want to debate the president.
Yeah, and I got stuff to say. Big stuff, important stuff, stuff that he won't like. I'll tell him, hey, buddy, you think you're a genius? Well, you're not, because I know the genius when it walks into the room.
Who's the genius then?
The Donald. He's the genius.
What about the other Republican candidates?
Mitt is a great guy. Newt is also a super great guy. Both of us three were geniuses. Good people. Eyes on our balls, you'll see.
But what about all the infighting in these primaries? What's your advice to them?
Simple. They should all just get out of each other's hair. Just ask the Donald.
He's not there? What do you mean he's not there?
It means he's not on the aircraft. What on earth do you think it could mean, dearie?
Then where is he?
Police! I'm not his nanny. How should I know where the president is?
Well, his cocoa's getting cold.
I've already drunk his cocoa.
Hold on, crew. There seems to be another, plane on the same course.
Tango 1, Foxtrot, Julius, Gambut, Kwato, Shaka Zulu, we are coming. Let's just leave this one. Just drive this plane behind the president.
Sarah Palin, desperate to inject herself into the Republican primary, has complained that Alaskan Airlines, her favorite carrier, has stopped a decades-old practice of supplying passengers with prayer cards during flights.
It's godless, anti-American liberal communism is what it is, you betcha. They're so close to us here in Alaska, them heathen sumbitches, that sometimes if I just spit out of my window, where will it land? Why? You betcha, right on their commie boots. Which are kind of cute, you know, seeing as they're made out of the hide of them bears they got there. And some people, too. The ones they don't like. You betcha.
The president! Tell the president it's time for his cocoa!
The what? Who wants to go? What?
The president! The president!
President Street, Joburg. No. Lady, this bus is going to Durban by the sea. Non-stop all the way.
Oh my God, I totally give up.
No, man, just wait, okay? 5 minutes, we're coming back this way. We'll pick you up then, okay?
The embattled youth leader Julius Malema has challenged President Jacob Zuma to a street fight.
Float like a bumblebee, sting like a cowshed, uppercut, left cut, my cut, where is it? My cut,
Mr. Malema, is this perhaps not too literal an interpretation of a political metaphor?
How, T? What are you on about with that agent talk? This President Zuma, he is taking the fight to me because we who are in the youth league will not give him a second term. He won't make the second round. The ref will be hitting the bell, telling out for the count.
Really, Mr. Malema? You are confident you'll beat the president?
Yes, Tim. I will beat him. Very easy. Especially when I have tied him up like the chicken. Huh?
You know, Miss Tandy, I have been thinking that I should stay here a bit longer. So, can I be picked up maybe on Friday?
All the planes are out, Mr. President.
When they get back, just send them out again, okay?
All of them?
I think so, Miss Tandy. For security.
Serious? Yeah. Okay, so then make sure the planes are out on Tuesday. I want to bring on the planes and collect the planes. Thank you.
The Springboks have a new coach, and it is Blue Bulls rugby supremo Heineke Meyer. The outgoing coach Peter de Villiers has a few words of encouragement for his successor.
Yeah, lekker man, you know, all the best and to him, and you know, I smaak Heineken myself now and then, you know, especially now that I don't have to be drinking that bloody energy cock every time there's a camera or whatever, but yeah, you know, you have to take the rough with the smooth and get bored and stuff like that.
Any words of advice for Heineke, coach?
Yeah, just like do your best, even if it's not so good and stuff, and watch out where the guys put their hands in the scrum and the other parts too, especially with the French.
I see. And what will you do, coach? Still going to be involved in the sport?
Yeah, well, the management of SA Rugby still think I have a bit of a future here.
Really?
Yeah. Something to do with the executive maintenance or some other crack. What do you think, Dada, of this Heineke Meyer fellow? I mean, is he the best man for the job?
I don't know, Desmond. I think I miss Peter de Villiers already.
Really? I mean, his winning record with the Springboks is not very impressive.
Maybe not, but his ability to put his foot in his mouth was the best we ever had.
Oh, yes. He was quite a funny little man. The things he said.
Go on.
What?
Go on. You know what I mean.
Oh, no, Taran, not in front of everyone.
Come on. I've heard you practice. Do it before everybody forgets him.
Yeah, so why don't we just go to the nearest ballet shop, get some tutus, and get a dancing shop going? And there will be no eye gouging, no tickling, no nothing, and we will enjoy it.
That's excellent. Dave really had his own style with words.
Oh, yeah, I will not change my style. If I change my style, I will change Peter de Villiers, and then I would have to tell God that he made a mistake when he made me.
This new coach better make the Springboks win or else get himself a quota comedy writer.
Or maybe just get his own supply of helium. I've got a very good contact. You know, Dr. Videtsky, he's my dentist. I get it from him on tap. I just go in there, doctor, 2 liters of the laughing gas for my Peter de Villiers voice. Ooh, that I'm afraid.
With us in the studio, COSATU General Secretary Swelinsima Vavi and former President Thabo Mbeki. Our topic, the cancer of corruption.
Hello, Tim. Yes. Good evening, viewers. It is good to be with you, all my good people again. You are right, Tim. Corruption is a cancer. You know, it has often been said that power corrupts and so on. But someone said that corruption is authority plus monopoly minus transparency and so on and stuff like that.
We will.
Or was it monopoly minus authority?
All we want get back to you later, Mr. Former President. Why has ANC Youth League leader Julius Malema not paid his annual party membership fee?
It is 12 rands. 12 whole rands. I am a poor farm worker who is serving the revolutionary ruling party. Where must I get that kind of monies? We do not grow it on the trees.
Analysts have suggested that South Africa's reputation for arrogance and for being too American lay behind Home Affairs Minister Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma's failure in her bid to lead the African Union.
Tim, is it arrogance when you are the best? I don't think so. That is why these other African countries are not liking us. They are jealous because Msholozi is having so many aeroplanes when he's flying around the world. Africa, of course, is very diverse. A continent that is filled with all the wonders and possibilities of the various paradigms that its history has presented as a challenge to its possible futures. That one, Tim, he still thinks we are listening to him. And I have been telling these African Union people that he's gone. His time is past.
And don't forget the mysteries of Alexandria,
The riddle of the Sphinx. I'm a child of the rivers and mountains. And we are not very American, Tim. How can we be like these Americans? They are having their version of politics and we are having ours. It is very different.
You betcha.
Last weekend's Sun City $1 million pigeon race was the richest event of its kind in the world. With that kind of money, is it any wonder that interested newcomers are flocking to take up the sport?
Come on. You are the bird. Fly. Fly. You must do better than that, agent. Do you want to wind up in the KFC? That's better, revolutionary bird. Now, find me these monies for the memberships.
COSATU has stepped up the battle against public and private sector graft with the launch of its initiative, Corruption Watch. Mr. Vavi, in a nutshell, what's going to happen?
Well, Tim, with this initiative, we are hoping to collect and investigate leads on corruption and pass them over to law enforcement agencies. What we are saying to these hyenas and dogs who are eating other dogs is that we are watching you.
Which dogs? Which hyenas?
These jackals and vultures who are taking the bribes and doing the tender fraud.
There is fear, though, that if this initiative takes off, it could worsen tensions between COSATU and the ANC.
But, Tim, these people are not necessarily paragons of virtue.
They are not?
Corruption is like a fire, out of control, which makes a bottomless pit where we will all drown.
Drown? In a fire?
Yes. In huge tidal waves of individualism. Only the runaway crocodiles will survive, and the mongrels who are holding tightly on their tails.
Mr. Mbeki, if we could discuss possible tensions within the alliance.
Tim, noting, as I do, the metaphorical maelstrom of this discourse and so on, I was perhaps wondering whether such debate was in fact possible, given the parameters of the paradigm and stuff like that.
I beg your pardon, comrade, but come again.
Rather don't.
The use of fire as imagery in Mr. Vavi's rhetoric is very powerful. It signifies very many things. You are aware, no doubt, of the metaphysical poets, particularly William Blake. I used to study them and so on at Sussex University. And Yeats. But Yeats was not a metaphysical.
Did he pay the traffic cops some money for a cool drink?
It is necessary for a complete understanding and so on of the underlying and inherent conceptual fallacies to explore all the facets of the misconceptions.
It is unfortunate that as we have reached a pivotal moment, thank God for that, in the affairs of men, that mean that the protracted African Renaissance, of which I was so essentially.
Don't push it now, Gertrude. I know what you have in mind.
Still want more? Then visit us and register on zanews.co.za, befriend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and download our weekly free vidcast on iTunes. Let's get it on.